German arms maker Rheinmetall has got to work on an artillery ammunition factory in Lithuania, which it hopes will soon produce tens of thousands of projectiles per year. It is set to go into operation in the second half of 2026. Germany wants the investment to send a signal of solidarity to its NATO partner, while Vilnius hopes it will discourage any military ambitions of neighbouring Russia.
It's a groundbreaking moment, quite literally. In Baisogala, central Lithuania, construction has begun on a factory that will produce tens of thousands of 155mm artillery shells. The goal? To bolster defense capabilities across Lithuania, the Baltics and Europe. The German defense giant Rheinmetall is behind the project. The facility will span 340 hectares, with production expected to begin in just a few months.
I think it's a very important project, especially on the eastern flank, yes, because of the logistics. If you see, for example, that we all produce our ammunitions in Germany or in the western part of Europe, the logistics is a big problem usually.
Rheinmetall is going to invest 300 million euros directly here in Lithuania and create 150 new jobs here in the region. It's a significant boost for the local economy and a strategic step in Germany's long-term commitment to its Baltic ally.
This partnership between two EU and NATO members has taken on new urgency since Russia's invasion of Ukraine. For Lithuania, it's about deterrence, not just defense.
This friendship and cooperation for us means a lot, and it means that we are not only one in whole Europe. We are working in a team, so it brings us a more secure feeling, and we feel safe.
Just weeks ago, another major step in Germany's military presence in the Baltics. Defense Minister Boris Pistorius officially opened the Bundeswehr's new logistics center in Rukla, Lithuania. It's part of a broader strategy to strengthen NATO's eastern flank. Like the planned ammunition factory in Baisogala, the logistics hub in Rukla marks a long-term German commitment in the region. Over the next 2 years, the Bundeswehr will establish a full brigade in the Baltic states. 5,000 soldiers, supported by logistics units, military police, administrative staff, chaplains and even a German school.
We don't want to be like an island here, just keeping to ourselves. We want to be part of the Lithuanian community. That's our goal, and it's important to us to teach German children about Lithuanian traditions.
Meanwhile, Germany's defense industry is booming. Rheinmetall hopes its new ammunition factory will serve as another milestone in Europe's expanding defense ambitions. The war in Ukraine has triggered a surge in defense spending across Western nations. For Rheinmetall, this could mean billions in additional revenue in the coming years.
More militarization. I want to pull in now DW's Yuri Rishetto. He joins us from Lithuania, as well as our Brussels correspondent, Terry Schultz. To both of you, good to see you. Yuri, let me start with you. Rheinmetall is breaking ground on a new weapons factory in Lithuania. Tell us more about what exactly will be produced there and how significant this step is for the area.
Well, I'm standing here in the middle of a wide field in central Lithuania. It's about a 10-minute drive from a little town called Baisogala, you said it. Not much going on here, right now, but that's about to change in a big way. Because just in a few months, this very spot is going to be home to a massive factory. And it's not just any factory. We are talking about a high-tech facility that will be producing 155mm artillery shells that are the go-to shells for NATO, Lithuania, Germany, you name it, basically for all who are going to defend Europe. Now, this isn't some small operation. We are talking about 340 hectares of land, up to 300 million euros direct investments in Lithuania and about 150 new jobs. That's a big deal, and that's why at the groundbreaking ceremony today, the Lithuanian president is taking part, Prime Minister, and also high officials from Germany. So this isn't just a ceremony, it's a statement.
It's a statement, and we know that location matters here. Why Lithuania?
You know, Germany has been super active in this particular Baltic country, Lithuania, for nearly a decade now, especially the Bundeswehr, Germany's armed forces. Since 2017, the Bundeswehr has actually been leading the so-called multinational battle group in Lithuania. That's a pretty big deal. It's Germany showing up for NATO, standing by its commitments and really investing in the region. And even more, right now the Bundeswehr is setting up an entire brigade in Lithuania. We are talking about 5,000 soldiers. But it's not just boots on the ground. They are building out the whole infrastructure with a medical center, logistics teams, military police, and even a German school. I was there about a month ago for the opening of that school. It was a powerful moment, really showed how serious Germany is about being here for the long term.
Terry, let me pull you in, and let's talk a little bit about what this factory tells us about Europe trying to increase its own defense capacity and rely less on the United States.
That's right. Everything Yuri's just been describing is exactly what Europe's political and military leaders were calling for when they wanted their own manufacturing base to scale up. Now, we're a bit late, almost 4 years into Russia's full-scale war on Ukraine. But Rheinmetall, for one, seems to be trying to make up for lost time. It's really a model here in what we want to see in the manufacturing capacity of Europe. In addition to this facility in Lithuania, it signed the same kind of deals just in the past weeks in both Bulgaria and Romania. And that's Germany owning 51% of it, Rheinmetall owning 51% of these facilities, and the host countries owning 49%. So as you mentioned, that relieves the worry of relying on the United States. But let's not forget, it also relieves the worry of relying on China. So these will be fully European-owned facilities. That's exactly what Europe was looking for, what it needs. And Rheinmetall's own CEO points out that Russia can still manufacture up to 5 million of these artillery shells per year, while Europe is only at 2 million. So this facility and others like it are really necessary for Europe's security.
In the European Union and NATO, they talk a lot these days about working together and reinforcing each other, this synergy that they want to create. Is that what we're seeing today in Lithuania?
We are, and not just in Lithuania, but also in, for example, those Romanian and Bulgarian bases, because those countries are using loans provided at low cost by the European Union, a program that was just set up in the past few months by the EU so that they can afford to pay for these manufacturing facilities. You know, NATO's got the plans, but the EU has the budgets, and that's why it's really necessary to see this cooperation. I've never seen such high-level cooperation between the EU and NATO. It's been a huge mindset in the European Union in particular, now calling itself a defense union, Brent.
Yeah, it's interesting terminology there. Before we run out of time, let me get back to you. Another question about location. We're seeing similar projects in Lithuania, also Latvia, other places in Eastern Europe. How might Moscow perceive these factories that happen to be so close to its own border?
Well, no doubt Moscow won't be happy, but I think there is no other choice for Europe's security. Given Russia's military spending, right now about 40% of the Russian state budget is going straight into security and defense, you know. That's huge. And when you look at how much they are pumping into their military industry, it's clear they are not messing around. NATO is a power alliance, no doubt. Most experts agree it's still stronger than Russia's military for now. But Putin is not sitting still. He is upgrading, expanding and learning fast, especially from what's going on in Ukraine. Experts are warning that in the next 3 to 5 years, Russia could actually be ready to launch a military strike on a NATO country. And if that happens, well, the Baltics could be the target. So yeah, it's a tense moment. The question is, are we ready?
And Terry, before we go, I said at the beginning of our talk that this is about more militarization. Is this expansion that we're seeing today, is that meant to build a lasting European defense base, or is it meant just as a response, a stronger response to the war in Ukraine?
Well, when you hear what Yuri was just describing, which most intelligence services do back up, there's very little difference anymore between Ukraine's security and Europe's security. In fact, the defense manufacturing base is increasingly intertwined. All of these weapons that are developed by Europeans are now tested, sadly, on Ukraine's battlefield. So it is going to benefit both Ukraine and Europe, and there's really not much difference between the two when you look at security overall these days.
Okay, DW's Yuri Rushetto in Lithuania today and Terry Schultz in Brussels. To both of you, thank you.